right, so I don't even know how I'm going to start this, if you want to be honest. Anyways, my name is Amy Cross, and this is The Cross Legacy, and I want to always be honest and upfront with everything that's going on in our lives and what's happening and all those kind of things. So, that being said, I get asked a lot of the time, like, oh, it's so great you have all that extra free time that you can chop your vegetables or make your refrigerator look like this, but you know, I'm a working mom, or I have this many kids, or all those kind of things. So to answer that question, yes, currently it's just my husband and I here at the house. We've had seasons of our lives when we've had a lot of kids here, and seasons where we have had not so many. So I will continue to be vague on that part, just for the security of our family. But right now it's just the two of us. But since I'm talking about me and how I'm able to do some things, most of the things that I have learned how to do, and being able to food prep and, you know, to have things ready in the fridge is because I have reflective sympathetic dystrophy. So I didn't think I would ever talk about health kind of stuff on here, but it kind of leads, you know, up to what I'm going to talk about. So anyways, I have reflective sympathetic dystrophy. Over the last 25 years, there have been seasons of my life where my hands have clawed up for 2 years for part of it, and I couldn't feed myself or take care of myself, let alone my family. And I'm healthy. You see me use my hands now every day, but for 2 years I couldn't use my hands at all. There's been other seasons since college where I couldn't walk. So since, you know, being 20 years old and super healthy and all the things, I've had some spine issues and different things that my body attacks different joints, and so along with a spinal cord injury, and later a fractured spine. So anyways, I know how to do things, food prepping and going to the store less and all those kind of things, because I don't always have good days. Even today was kind of a rough day. We call them flare-up days. I still, you know, I'm still fine and I'm healthy and I do all the things. But it can make me grumpy. It can make me want to take so many baths, and my family calls me a mermaid because I just want to live in the bath. Anyways, I have been dealing with reflective sympathetic dystrophy for my entire grown-up life. I probably had it earlier and didn't know it, kind of a thing, but definitely for the last 25 years I've been dealing with it. So a couple months ago, when I got another diagnosis on top of that, I wasn't ready to deal with it. So that was kind of what I wanted to talk about a little bit more. I honestly haven't even told my mom yet. So I have been processing it myself and trying to figure out what this means for me and how it changes things and all those kind of things. But I am officially diabetic. So I have, you know, been pre-diabetic for a really long time. I used to, even as a healthy dancer and a young adult and all those kind of things, I dealt with blood sugar issues, but it was more being on the hypoglycemic, you know, range of things, and I would pass out and all those kind of things. So dealing with reflective sympathetic dystrophy over the years, I just cared about my family being fed and everybody being healthy. We are an allergy family, so we really have to watch everything that we bring in. We bring in single ingredient items for the most part, because then we're not worrying about what's in things, because there's a whole gamut of different allergies that we have between everybody in the family. So being diabetic was a whole nother kind of wrench that got thrown into my life, and it was emotional. I'm not going to lie. I was in denial for a little bit, not wanting to have that official diagnosis that it's not just, you know, I like really need to take care of this. So Anyways, I'm here to say that I am working on this, and this is a new challenge in my life. And I'm hoping as I talk about this a little bit more, I can help encourage other families that are also learning new diagnoses or learning new allergies in your families and learning how to stock your shelves for that and make different meals. Like, I'm trying not to have hamburgers and hot dogs this summer, and all of a sudden it's just like, what's for summer meals? Which I know there's plenty of meals for summer. I am really good about making other meals, but when you think of summer, like, that was the first thing that always came to my mind, and now I'm trying to figure out other things. So it does stump me a little bit. I am glad that, like, berries are something that I can eat totally and not worry about, all the things, because I'm not going to change not having fruit or not having fresh vegetables in our home, in our diets. But anyways, two things that came up in the last week that kind of had me thinking about talking about this a little bit more. But one of our friends, who's much younger than us, actually coached her in cheer way back in the day. She just found out that her family had a new allergy, and she was really stressed out about it. And I was just like, I've been doing this allergy thing for so long. Like, let me help you, and just let me encourage you that, all of the things. I know how scary it is being like a brand new, there's a brand new allergy in the family. There's a brand new special diet in the family, like all of those things. So we have done it all. We have done, gluten-free, no dairy, the raw sugar cane, a vegetarian, soy. Soy is our big one. I forget to announce it. Soy is like, absolutely, we are allergic to soy. I'm allergic to soy. I'm allergic to a lot of things that are pre-made that have additives and preservatives in it. It flares up my RSD. So already we know how to make single ingredient items. When I talk about stocking my pantry, I stock my pantry with ingredients, not so much with prepared food. So even right now, like, knowing that I'm going to have to make some changes in our diet and really be serious about this, I know that my freezers are full of single ingredient items that are totally, I can still make healthy meals out of, that will work with this new diet that we are taking seriously. And, there's some things in my pantry that, like pasta, there's some pasta that's going to just kind of go onto the shelf and stay, in the back a little bit for a little while here. But, for the most part, 99% of the items on my shelf are good for me and healthy and good for our family, because I concentrate on storing those single ingredient items in my pantry. So, which is just so important. And even this weekend when I was like, oh, I wanted some biscuits, and I was able to, with those ingredients that I already had on hand, be able to make a healthy biscuit recipe that was good for me. And I had the, items I needed. This new diagnosis doesn't mean that it changes our family budget. It doesn't mean that I need to throw away everything in our house. It doesn't need to be super overwhelming for us. So, as a whole family. So it is a little overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it has taken me a couple months to be okay, like, with being able to talk about this out loud. I have grown up with most of my family members being diabetic. Most of my grandparents, my parents, everybody in my family being diabetic. I have been so concerned with my other health issues that was like the last thing that I was worried about. So now is the season to start paying attention to this and reversing this, and being able to show you how I can do this, being healthy and making good choices and making different family meals and different meals that are in our routine, and just showing different options. So I'm no way saying, oh, I'm going on this diet, I'm doing this. I just want to be able to show you my journey and it be a healthy journey, and you guys see how I go through this process and make better choices and learn new recipes and new tricks. But some of the things that we've already been doing for a long time, like using monk fruit instead, and just concentrating on making healthy whole food choices, I think is going to really make it easier for me to move into this this new recommendation that our naturopath is doing. So anyways, I am not telling anybody to do any certain diet. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. Follow what your doctor or naturopath or whoever you talk to is what they recommend. So anyways, I will be sharing different recipes as I'm learning them. They probably mostly won't be mine. I will be sharing recipes that I'm learning from different people and hopefully finding new YouTubers to listen to and to learn more things from and all of these things. So anyways, I don't want this to be a negative thing in my life. I just wanted to make it so we're more healthy and we make better choices, and this is a milestone that we can look back at and say, oh, look at where I was in July and look at what my numbers are now whenever I go back to look at numbers and all those kind of things. So anyways, that was kind of my healthy update on health stuff, I guess. That's what I like to call it. So I don't want to clickbaity. It's just my healthy update on health stuff. So I just really appreciate everybody that follows me on all the platforms and everything. And I know being able to talk about being diabetic will help open up a whole bunch more conversations with families that are scared about this conversation and need new ideas and need healthy ideas and how to manage, what you're dealing with. So, as a mom that has dealt with lots and lots of health things of my own, and then as a mom with family, food, stuff that we have dealt with over the years, I definitely believe that God has me walk through these journeys so I can help other people through them and get to the other side. So I thank you for being here, and follow us on the Cross Legacy everywhere. We're the Cross Legacy everywhere. So we're on Facebook. This is YouTube. Check us out on Instagram. We have the .com. And then we have our brand new summer edition of I Bought It Now, which is also on crosslegacy.com. So if you are just meeting us for the first time because you found a keyword and it's now diabetic or whatever that you just found us, I had went viral last year in October because of my strawberries in a jar hack, and now I teach families around the world how to keep your produce longer. I only go grocery shopping once every 3 weeks, and I'm able to keep all of our produce fresh for the entire time, so we're not running to the store all the time and being tempted by what's there, and it helps save us money. So thank you for being here. Thanks for being a part of all of this, and we will be talking to you soon.